thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of how to prevent tendon injuries in rock climbing. So one of the things when we're strengthening, and this is just general strengthening, and a lot of that's where our knowledge base is if we're new to climbing or haven't studied how to train specifically, is that we use things like dumbbells, and we do, you know, our biceps, we do overhead lifts, we work on our forearms because we know that our forearms need to be really strong. We've experienced that when we started climbing, that this is what's getting pumped, this is what's getting worked out. But look at my hand position. I'm just like right in that jug position. But I want to be able to do things like this, right? So how do I get good at that? And how do I prevent my tendons from getting injured? Well, that comes from hand strength. So you want to do, instead of this closed kind of gripping, monkey kind of gripping, you want to, instead of being here like on a bar, we want to start doing some open things. So I can even use the end of this. This is a 4-pound dumbbell. I can use the end of that and just really be mindful of my finger positioning. And I can still do wrist extension. I can do wrist flexion. All of these, I can do circles. I can deviate to my radial side or ulnar side. And so I can work on that. Or I can just, if I strictly want to work on my hand strength in this open position, I can just hold it. And I can be doing that on both sides. I can do it while I'm doing bicep curls. I can do it while I'm doing lunges or squats with barbells, or with dumbbells rather, excuse me. So you're starting to get more and more open. So I can use, here's a 2.5-pound plate, and now I'm much wider. So this is a good position for me, and I can do all that strengthening in this open position. And look at the position here of my hand. So, and that's what I want. I don't want this hyperextending that we talked about. We don't want this kind of motion, because that, we're very much putting our pulleys at risk, and that happens a lot. Ooh, 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 ooh. We might be able to get the climb done, but how many years are we taking off of our climbing life? Versus here, where those fingers are nice and flexed, okay? So, and I can do strengthening. I can incorporate that while I'm strengthening, and this is strengthening my hand, but I'm also working my forearm here. And I can do all those variations, pronation, supination things with this open hand grip. So the more things you have, the better. I can also work on a real tight grip here, but this kind of pinching, being able to keep my fingers straight while I flex these knuckles to prevent that. Okay, so I can hold that too, or think like a big textbook, or we don't have phone books anymore really, but if you had something big like that and just work on pinching even while you're watching TV. Here's a 5-pound, so for those of you with bigger hands, I can do that. So 5-pound, and you can see how big I'm spread out, and that's really kind of stretching for me in terms of, but now I'm really working on my hand strength really big. So for those of you with bigger hands out there, this is a really great idea. And same thing, you can do all that wrist and forearm strengthening out in this hand position. You can take any of those kind of strengtheners that they sell. You can get them on Amazon or the internet. You think of, you know, playing guitar, those ones that work like that. So instead of just curling in like this, have it here and then work on pinching in like that. Okay, any of those putties. So we need to train ourselves in this open-handed position. So thanks for watching. If you start to incorporate this into your climbing, you should notice that you get stronger, which in turn is going to help you with your performance, which is also going to help prevent injuries and help protect those tendons, because you're protecting your hand position and just climbing better. So if you're interested in a part 3, let me know. You can comment below or email at info@artisanphysicaltherapy.com. We can take the next step in terms of your questions. We can talk about specific kind of holds. There's lots of things to still address. Thanks so much. Don't miss out on any of our video content by subscribing to our channel. You can learn more about our practice at www.artisanphysicaltherapy.com, including joining the blog. We're on Facebook and Instagram at @artisanphysical. Let's get to the source, and together, let's get moving.